Hey there, trans fans. Welcome to Lexitron's first review for the channel. This is my first review for the channel, and it is a nostalgia review. Today we have here for you Generation One Shockwave in all of his retro-tastic glory. Alright, so let's get started, shall we? Gun mode. Here we go. We got Shockwave in gun mode. He's kind of a space sci-fi laser gun type of a deal, and he's big. He's very big. This is a big figure. He fits very nicely in the palm of my hand, and you can shoot him. He does fight. He is a laser gun, and you've got options. If you don't like that noise too much, you've got this little trigger, this little switch back here. You can switch it over, and then you get this. No me gusta. His trigger right down here. You just push down on it, and here's his Decepticon logo, kind of hiding down there. And then he's got this rubber hose that comes up and over. And if you are looking for a G1 Shockwave, the hose is important. It's very hard to find one without any damage on the hose. It's nearly impossible. If you're looking to find one, that's just a fact you're gonna have to accept. And then he's got this little flip-up little sight type deal right here, so you can aim at your enemies if you will. Let's transform this guy. First thing you're gonna want to do, put him in robot mode, is you're gonna take this silver piece. You're just gonna pull it off. Just right off. Comes right off. And I don't know if anybody else has this problem, but mine the arms like to come apart. As soon as you take that silver piece off, you automatically realize, okay, there's arms here. And that's the nice thing about this. I'm gonna just pop it again. Stay. I'm gonna slide that over for a second. Now this little thing doesn't serve a purpose in robot mode. It's just simply really there to be the tip of the gun and to cover up his arms, cover up his hands, so he can be a robot in disguise. Tee hee hee. It's nice. I like this thing. But we don't need any more. We don't need this, so we're just gonna put it over there. Alright, so what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to pull his arms apart. And as mine has shown you guys several times already, they do come apart pretty easily. And you'll notice here when you pull the silver top off, you see the reason for it being there. You've got his hand is just right there, and then his gun arm is right there, and you can clearly see that's just two arms stuck together. So clever. With this silver bit, just put a cover on it, and then it's a disguise. Very clever. So you're just gonna pull the arms apart, and his head will pop right up. His arms apart and his head pops right up. Sometimes his head doesn't like to pop up. At least on mine, I don't know, but usually, it actually worked this time. But if his head doesn't pop right up, you can just usually push right down on it, and it'll just spring right back up. Then you're gonna take these little bits here, and you're gonna just flip them up, just like that. And now he's got his, I don't know if they're ears or what really they're supposed to be, but I'm gonna call them his ears. I think they're ears. And they flip around, so you could have, scared Shockwave, alert Shockwave, angry Shockwave, I don't know. He's very expressive. So there's his little ears. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to take the trigger, you're going to become his legs, and you're just going to pull down like that. Now, pop his legs. And then you're going to turn him around. You're going to take this piece, this tail flap thing, and you're just gonna fold it right up. Fold it right up and down on there, and that's just gonna be his more or less. And then you got his legs here. And one of the last things you're gonna do is So you're going to pull his legs apart. They're going to fit into each of these little slots right over here. Now, I don't know if it's just age or what, but the legs like to stick a little bit. So let's see how well they'll work this time. Okay, so there's the one, and we're going to just, all you're going to want to do is just slide it over to the side. That's it. Don't be afraid to use a little force. If they stick, you're not going to break it. It's metal, it's die cast, and this is pretty hard plastic. And if it's survived almost 30 years, I'm pretty sure it'll survive a few more. The last thing you want to do is go down to his feet here. And what you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to push down right in here. Just push down and then pull the flap and then click it into place. And there's the toe. And you do the same exact thing on the other side. Pull. And there's his toes. And there is Shockwave in robot mode, if he will stand up. There he is in robot mode. And what can I say? He's impressive. Immediately, he's very, very impressive. He's huge. First of all, he's gigantic. For a G1 figure especially, he's... you can see there's a big size difference. This guy's huge. He's very big for a G1 figure. Robot mode. Probably one of the most accurate robot modes for a G1 figure that I've ever seen. You know, pretty much this is what Shockwave looks like, you know, on the show. For a G1 figure to look so much like his cartoon counterpart is really rare, and that is a huge plus with this figure. No, cat! No! Ravage, eject! Eject! Ravage, eject!